Righto. 4 o'clock, Monday. Stardate. Starlog, whatever it is. Yeah. Wonderful. Nice to see you. To see you nice. Let me find a story. I'm just trying to find a story. Bear with me. Hope you're all getting ready for your armbands, your little yellow armbands and your gold stars. Happy days. Here we go. I want to read this man's story because this is, my goodness. Right, so there's a dude on Facebook, right, and his name's Paul Burr, and I don't know if it's his real name, Pawl. He says, does this seem like an arrest or an assault? What followed was definitely an assault. And then 11 and a half hours in a custody suite, they decided to get me a solicitor and an interview. Hello, Steve. How you doing, darling? This Wayne, as he's calling the police now, anyone that's a wanker in the police is called Wayne. This Wayne pushed me into my house backwards into the corner of my worktop. Now, whether this copper was a Delia Smith, whether he wanted to make an apple pie, I'm not too sure. But he pushed him backwards into the corner of his worktop, winding me, cuffed me up behind my back, hog time, boy, hog time, and dragged me backwards by the cuffs out of my ass and down me drive, like they do, where I tripped over and fell backwards on the pile of bricks outside my shed, right? So this dude's been dragged backwards by a copper and he's fallen over outside a pile of bricks. I'm sure that wouldn't have been covered up too much if he'd have died, eh? He assaulted me again in the kitchen before dragging me out and then drove the 5 miles to the police station like Colin McRae. Well, that would be a mean feat because Colin McRae is no longer with us. He's dead. Throw me all about in the cage in the police car because we like these cages that they slab us in, don't they? Then when we get to the custody and I wasn't feeling very cooperative, still cuffed behind me back, sitting on the plastic bench, he started to pull my tracksuit bottoms off. Sounds a bit of a Jimmy Savile, this dude. And if I hadn't screamed at the top of my voice like a girl, I would be now sat here with 2 broken wrists as he was going to pull me off the bench and onto the cuffs behind my back. They're lovely, these people, aren't they? Wrexham police officer, North Wales Police, made a complaint, but they basically have just brushed it off. So he's made complaints, but they brush it off the old building. It's like a whiffy smell, like someone's dropped a fright fart in the foyer. They're not interested. He also threatened my neighbour with obstruction, as they were informed he may have keys when he came to search my property when he didn't have them. Threatened my 76-year-old father with arrest when they wouldn't leave the property while they were searching it. They found nothing, by the way. And a buddy who has seen the live stream, who turned up to see if I was okay, they told him to leave or they were going to taser him. Honestly, Spetsnaz, Einsatzgruppe group. And listen, this is the thing. This can happen to you. And that's what I want to get across, right? I've introduced this video today. Hello, everyone. Nice to see you. And I've called it freedom. But when we look at... Hello? I thought it was the old Bill turning up then. I thought it was my missus, but she's just gone out. When we look at freedom, what exactly is it we're free to do? Well, we're free to have a mortgage. We're free to pay rent. We're free to pay tax, insurance, and MOT. We're free to pay council tax. Yes, we are. We're free to pay that. We're free to pay to use our own roads. We're free to go shopping and pay extortionate. We're free to pay gas and electric bills that are going through the roof right now, haven't we? Do you know what I mean? So that's where your freedoms are, ladies and gentlemen. That is truthfully where your freedoms are. This Thursday, I'm going out to the Royal Courts of Justice And my friend phoned up today to make an appointment, and they slammed the phone down on him. I think the courts know we're coming. I think the courts now know that people of this country have figured out the bullshit. I think they've realised that the person, the birth certificate, guys and girls, let me tell you, you've got no idea how many people have figured this swindle out. But the police, listen to that story. If you don't think this can affect you, listen, all you've got to do is go out in the road, down the road in your car, get a 36 in a 30, and then bosh, you don't play ball, they come round and treat you like that. You don't pay your council tax, they get warrants, these fake warrants they get from these fake courts. They're all fake courts, by the way. Yeah, they're going to come round and have a piece of you, drag you out, do all this thing. So don't ever think, right, that if you're working class and you wasn't born with a silver spoon up your ass, don't ever think that this won't affect you whenever, because it will, and it can, and it probably will at some point in your life. Just be aware of these things. Just be aware that we have the Spetsnaz, the police now are pretty much vile, evil people. Now, remember, our foundation law of this country, not my law, their law. It's not my law. It's not my law at all. But their law says in the Magna Carta, no cruel and unusual punishment. No cruel and unusual punishment. And do you know what the constitution of this country is supposed to do? It's supposed to protect us from people like PC Dickhead. It's supposed to keep us all equal, and it's supposed to, when these things happen, make sure that we get justice. But we have the business sector, the corporate world, the commercial world has taken over. And listen, you can pay no attention. It's up to you. Dude, you all right? Who's going down the road? Oh, she's got all this membrane. So, yeah. Oh, all right. Mm-hmm. Agape, nice to see you. Just wait for it. Do you know what you're doing? Sorry? Do you know what you're doing? No. Okay. I'll be back in